Hi, welcome back to my channel Chal Chakra. Hope you and your family is doing great. Today in this video, I'm going to discuss in brief which garland you should use for which mantra chanting, what is the right way of doing the chanting, and what all things that you should take care of, and what all mistake you should not make while doing the mantra chanting. If you have subscribed my channel, thank you so much. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe it so that you are getting the daily notifications from us on the videos that we post. First thing that you need to take care of whenever you are doing mantra chanting, any type of mantra chanting you are doing, first and the foremost thing that you should always remember is that while doing the mantra chanting, you should sit on the mat. If you're sitting on the floor, make sure you're sitting on the mat. Even if you're sitting on the chair or if you're sitting on the sofa, in that case also you should use a mat. And once you are done with the chanting, you should fold your mat by your own, because if you're not folding your mat by your own and someone else is folding for you, in that case you are giving all your good karmas or the pun that you're getting after chanting that mantra will be transferred to that person. So this first step that you need to take in care of, make sure. Second thing is that whenever you're doing the mantra chanting, you have to make sure that you're wearing the clean clothes. After taking the bath only you are doing the mantra chanting. You can't do the mantra chanting just as it is. You can do the naam jap without taking the bath, but mantra chanting has a specified rules. You have to take a bath, wear the clean clothes, and then only you have to do the mantra chanting. Once your mantra chanting has been done, you have to keep the garland in the pouch or in the bag, in the clean place in your temple or somewhere where there is a clean place. You have to keep it. Never keep your garland in the open area without the cover. Make sure that you're keeping it in the cover only after doing the chanting. Every person. Second, that is the foremost thing, is that the individual mala which you are using, it is your own mala, and the mala and the garland energy is linked with you now. You can't share your chanting mala with someone else, and the mala which you use for the chanting purpose, you can't wear it on the daily basis. You can't wear it even. So make sure that you have to keep two different mala. If you want to wear any specific garland, like you want to wear the rudraksha mala or you want to wear the clear quartz mala, in that case keep two different. Like one mala you need to keep for the chanting purpose, and the second mala you need to keep for the wearing purpose. So what is the right way of doing the chanting? So the garland always have a 108 beads, and the beads on the top is not counted in this. So how you need to hold the garland, make sure whenever you are doing the chanting, then your index finger should not touch the mala, because if the index finger is connected to the Jupiter, it is connected to the Guru, and if it touches, then you have to restart the chanting. So what is a right way of holding this mala? You have to hold this mala like this. You have to use your thumb and the middle finger, and you have to start the counting like this. You have to chant, keep on chanting and keep on doing. This is a 108 times. You have to use this mala like this. So once you complete 108 times chanting, then you can keep the same. That means the one round being completed, and you can keep the same safe. Whenever you are doing the chanting, then you have to make sure that you are doing the chanting in the ekant. It should be in the private. Like you can do it in the temple or in your meditation room. In case if you're traveling and you want to do the chanting, so try to cover this mala and keep on doing the chanting inside the cover only. Because if you're doing chanting in the public and the mala is open, in that case you're sharing your pun or you're sharing your karma with the people who are seeing while you chanting. So make sure that you have to keep the chanting private and don't share with anyone. Even it is suggested that the mat which we are using while chanting, try not to share that mat also with others, because if you're sharing, because when you on the regular basis, if you're chanting the mantra on a similar mat, that mat become an energized one and it has a lot of power and energy. And when you're sharing the similar mat with someone, then you're sharing your energy or the pun or the good karma to them. To make sure that you are keeping your mat also private, and it should only for the the personal use. So whenever you're visiting to the temple, then you should make sure that you are taking away your mat with you. That is a right way of doing the mantra. This is the simplest things that you need to take care of whenever you are doing the mantra chanting, so that you are getting the maximum result. Now let me make you understand that which garland you should use for which mantra chanting. So if you are doing the mantra chanting connected to goddess Lakshmi, and you're doing it for the prosperity, for the money, for the career success, in that case it is recommended for you to use a clear quartz garland. So clear quartz garland, you can do the mantra chanting related to goddess Lakshmi on this, and any goddess mantra chanting you can do on the clear quartz. Best is if you do mantra chanting related to goddess Lakshmi on the clear quartz. This is going to give you the maximum benefits. On the regular basis, if you're chanting Om Hreem Shreem Lakshmi Vasudevaya Nama, or you're chanting Shreem mantra on the clear quartz mala, this is going to give you the maximum benefits. You will be end up attracting the good career, abundance, prosperity, and overall well-being also in your life. Second is like if you're chanting, if you're doing mantra chanting related to Lord Shiva, then it is recommended for you to use a Rudraksha mala. So any chanting which is connected to Lord Shiva, any mantra which is connected to Lord Shiva, you can do it on the Rudraksha mala to get the maximum benefits. Tulsi mala, you can use the Tulsi mala for Lord Vishnu chanting or Vishnu avatar. Like if you want to do chanting related to the sun planet or related to the Lord Vishnu, like you can chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, or you are doing chanting, if you're sitting near the Tulsi plant and you are doing chanting like Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva on the Tulsi garland, this is going to help you out to remove your past life karmic blockages. So whenever you're doing chanting related to Lord Vishnu or any of the Vishnu avatar, like if you're doing chanting related to Lord Krishna, Hari, Lord Sun, in that case also it is recommended for you to use a Tulsi mala. And best is if you're chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya sitting near the Tulsi plant, this is going to help you out to remove your past life karmic block. You need to take in care of that. If you're chanting mantra sitting near the Tulsi plant, you can't chant mantra using the Rudraksha mala. You can use only Tulsi mala when you're chanting mantra of Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna sitting near the Tulsi plant, but you can't use anyway, you can't use a Rudraksha mala. So this thing you need to take in care of always. The next is the Ebony mala. Ebony mala garland is very important for the mantra chanting related to Lord Bhairav, or if you're doing mantra chanting related to Goddess Durga also, it is recommended to you to do the chanting on the Ebony mala. And even if you're doing chanting related to Lord Shani or Rahu also on the Ebony mala, this is going to help you out to overcome the ill effect of Shani and Rahu in the life. If you have a lot of problem related to the Shani in the life, like you are facing the problem related to the career, finances, and you're facing the obstacles, you're going through Shani ki sade sati, or you have a Shani ki Mahadasha, Antardasha, and this dasha is becoming painful for you, then you should start chanting Om Sham Shanichraya Nama in using the Ebony mala, and you should do that sitting in the west direction. Make sure whenever you are doing the mantra chanting related to Lord Shani, you should not drink water for 10 minutes, and after that you can drink water, because Lord Shani is connected to the air element. The same way, if you are going through Rahu ki Mahadasha, Antardasha, and it is giving you a lot of ill effect, in that case also you can use Ebony mala for the mantra chanting. Even wearing the Ebony mala in Shani ki Mahadasha or Rahu ki Mahadasha give you the maximum benefit, will help you out to remove the ill effect of Rahu and Shani also in the life. So this is all about how to use a garland, what is the right way of using this garland. So try to follow each and every step that has been explained in the video. If you're looking to order the energized garland for the mantra chanting, you can WhatsApp us on the given number. So my team is going to assist you. Thank you. Have a great day ahead, and try to share this video with your loved ones so that it will be easy for them to understand what is the right way of doing the mantra chanting. Still you have any question, you can ask me on the comment. I will happy to answer that.